Lena had always found mirrors unsettling. Ever since she was a child, she avoided looking into them for too long. It wasn't fear exactly, just an uneasy feeling, like something was watching her from the other side. So when she moved into her new apartment and found an old, full-length mirror left behind by the previous tenant, she wasn't thrilled. It stood in the bedroom corner, tall and antique-looking, its surface slightly warped with age. She considered getting rid of it, but decided against it. After all, it was just a mirror, or so she thought. The first time it happened, she barely noticed. One night, as she brushed her hair before bed, she caught a flicker of movement in the glass. Not her own, something slower, more deliberate. She turned sharply. Her reflection stared back, perfectly normal. Lena laughed at herself. Maybe I'm just tired. But as the nights passed, the strange occurrences became harder to ignore. One evening, she stood before the mirror, adjusting her necklace. The reflection mimicked her, at first. But just as she turned away, she saw it out of the corner of her eye. It smiled. A cold, wide, unnatural grin. Her own lips hadn't moved. Lena's breath hitched and she spun back. The reflection was normal again. Her heart pounded. She told herself it was just a trick of the light, her imagination playing tricks. But deep down she knew something was wrong. She stopped looking at the mirror directly after that, but she could still feel it. The weight of unseen eyes crawling over her whenever she passed by. Then, one night, she woke up to a sound. A soft tap, tap, tap. It was coming from the mirror. Lena lay frozen, staring at it in the darkness. The room was deathly silent except for the sound. Tap, tap, tap. Her own reflection was standing there, knocking against the inside of the glass, and it was grinning, too wide, too sharp. Lena's stomach churned as her reflection tilted its head. Then, ever so slowly, it lifted a hand and pointed, behind her. A cold breath tickled her neck. Lena screamed and scrambled out of bed, her pulse roaring in her ears. She grabbed a heavy book from her nightstand and hurled it at the mirror. The glass shattered into 1,000 jagged pieces. Silence. Panting, she turned on the lights. The shards lay scattered across the floor, reflecting only the empty room. Whatever had been inside the mirror was gone, or so she thought. As she crouched to clean up, she caught sight of something in one of the broken shards. A reflection. But it wasn't hers, it was still smiling, and then it blinked.